Come explore the unknown and enter the Chamber of Shadows, a podcast for the dark, haunted, and mysterious. I am your host, Celine, and I am joined by my co host, Endora. Say hi, Endora.
Good evening, spooky fam.
uh, did you have anything that you wanted to talk about today?
Um, I want to talk about why you leave me in the dark every week and why you don't think it's sadistic to treat me that way.
you know, it is what it is. The best part is I actually did tell you multiple times what we're doing this week, and you still forgot, so
It's not nice to make fun of people that have memory issues. That's not nice.
I don't
That's
know what
what
to
you
tell
get.
you.
That's
I
what
don't
you
know what
get
to
for
tell you.
choosing a partner older than your mother.
That's crazy. Oh my god. Alright, I'm getting my phone situated in here because 'cause I'm gonna use my phone again.
No
Alright.
hints? Any hints? Can I have a hint?
No, I'm just gonna come right out with it.
What the? All right.
So, I was having a little bit of trouble deciding because welcome to our haunted episode. And there are a lot of haunted locations. I don't know if you know that, but there's a
So
lot.
many. So
I
many.
mean, crazy. I do want to start by saying hello and thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new
Welcome.
here, welcome back. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed and you stick around.
Yeah, we love it. The more the merrier. Let's do it.
Yes. Well, so one of the things I did, I posted on my personal social media. It was not Facebook. I don't know why I almost said Facebook. I posted on my personal social media just because I wanted a little direction and I wanted to see kind of what people were interested in hearing about and learning about. And one of the ones that I got, which is the one that I decided to go with today because I actually didn't know much about it, was Lemp Mansion.
Oh shit, you did tell me this. Okay.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
St. Louis, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know anything about Lemp Mansion?
No, just that you told it to me and I forgot.
Okay. Okay. Um, sorry, I'm trying to make sure my phone doesn't fall asleep on me. So, I didn't realize how much went into this. So, very, very interesting. The first thing I kind of wanted to start with was a Lemp family tree. So, the first thing I sent you some pictures. The first thing I want you to look at, don't scroll on this one, but the very last picture I sent you was a picture of the mansion itself.
Okay. So you want me to look at it or you don't?
Yeah, I want you to look
Okay.
at just that very last image. It's the white building.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, very beautiful. You can actually scroll one over to look at the other view as well.
You know, it kind of
So
reminds me of that place you took us to that had the slave quarters in your town.
oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
it's kind of the same,
It
like,
is, it's that,
structure.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh, it's
Alright.
beautiful. Okay.
It is, it's stunning. It really is very beautiful. So, what I want you to do, I want you to go up to the very first picture I sent you.
Is that the one with the lady with the weird face?
Yeah, and the dress, she's sitting down, and then the man above her.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's where I'm gonna start. So, those 2 people you're on the, like, yellowish image, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So, that very first man I sent you is a man by the name of Johann Adam Lemp. A lot of people just called him Adam Lemp, so if I say that at any point, that's who I'm talking about. So, Johann Adam Lemp and Louise Lemp, they came from Germany. They had one son by the name of William Jacob Lemp Sr. He obviously was not originally a senior, but William Jacob Lemp, and that is going to be the next couple down that I sent you.
Okay. Hi. Can you just do the thing I asked? Thanks. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes. So that is William Jacob Lemp Sr. and his wife, Julia Fikert Lemp. You might start to notice or recognize some of these names. So we've got Johann Louise had William Lemp Sr. William and Julia had 9 children.
Okay.
I'm gonna say their names. I think I only sent you some of them. So, in order, I have what was just labeled as infant daughter Lemp. Then
That's
we've got
crazy.
I know. And then we've got Annie Lemp Conta Conta, William Lemp Jr., Louis Lemp, Charles Lemp, Frederick Lemp, Hilda Lemp Popst, Edwin Lemp, and Elsa Lemp Wright. So,
Wow.
I sent you all these people. The 2 below William Sr. and Julia, the images that I sent you, are William Lemp Jr., who actually goes by Billy, and his wife Lillian. We will get into the other woman that I sent you, Ellie. And then I
Okay.
sent you below her, we've got Edwin Lemp. Obviously, that's a young picture of him, so
He
keeping
just
that
a
in mind.
baby in there.
I
Yeah.
know. And
Okay.
then we've got Charles Lemp and Elsa Lemp, right, that I sent below that.
Okay. Can I just say one thing before we go further? First of
Yes.
all, I want to speak on Johann Adams' tiny, tiny hands. Were is that just like the way it was painted, or did his hands really look like that?
I
Th-
have no idea.
Then I also want to point out the sturdiness of the women that they all chose.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
I mean, look at how thick these women are. These are
Yeah.
white girls. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. All right.
I know.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yes. So, that's the family tree broken down. For anybody who's listening, I will get all of these pictures up so everybody can see exactly the faces of the people that I will be talking about.
You want to
So,
see them. It's
yeah,
interesting.
it is very interesting, and it's nice to have the faces to the names.
Yeah, the men definitely have there is a heavy resemblance between all the men, but they all chose women that look like they could be sisters even though they were generations apart.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. You
Yeah.
guys have very particular taste. Okay.
All right. So now that I've kind of broken that down, so again, we've got Johann and Louise. They had one son. That son and his wife had 9 children. I'm going to go more into the Limp history before I talk about the mansion
Okay.
because there's a lot of history here. So it starts with Johann Adam Limp. He comes to St. Louis from Germany in 1838. It is St. Louis. Is it St. Louis, Missouri? St. Louis?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Louis,
Yeah.
St.
Louis.
Louis.
St.
Okay,
Louis, yeah.
St. Louis. St. Louis, from Germany in 1838. He actually started off as a grocer in St. Louis, but his store actually became more popular than his competitors because he had a very specific lager beer that only his store sold.
Oh, getting
Yes,
that niche money. Okay.
getting that niche. So, one thing to know about Johann is he actually learned how to brew from his father back in Germany.
I love that.
Yeah. So he implied that here. And St. Louis, I don't know if they still have it or what that looks like today, but back then they had a natural cave system that ran under the city, and it helped to provide the perfect temperature for the aging process.
Oh, wow, wow, this is really cool. Alright.
Yeah, allegedly, he would chop ice from the Mississippi River and deposit it inside of the cave system to help keep it cool.
That that is a dedicated man.
I
Alright.
mean, I'm just saying, nobody's thinking of this today, okay?
Mm-mm,
Nobody's
not
thinking of
at
this
all.
today.
No. No.
So, obviously, he sees that something's going on with this lager and this beer here in St. Louis, and he decides to actually abandon the grocery business, and he started a brewery.
Okay, well, he clearly knows what he's doing, so
Clear
yeah.
Clearly, because he had major success with this, and
Yes.
Johann Lemp died a millionaire in 1862.
Shit, that's crazy.
Yeah, just for context, $1,000,000 back then is about 25,000,000 today.
Right on. Get it,
Yeah.
Johan. Alright.
Yeah. Yeah. Incredible. Now we're going down. So we had Johann and his wife. Now we're going down to William Lemp. So William Lemp was their only son. He took over from his father in 1864. He put up a new site. It eventually grew to cover 5 city blocks.
Wow.
Yeah. In 1868, William's father-in-law, Jacob Fikert, because his wife was Julia Fikert. So Jacob Fikert built a house a short distance from this brewery, which William eventually bought in 1876. But we will get back to that. By 1870, Limp was the largest brewery in St. Louis, which meant that they controlled the market in that area. They were
Yeah.
huge,
Yes.
big
Yeah.
names there. In 1892, William Lemp actually incorporated this all into the William J. Lemp Brewing Company. Little fun fact, in the mid 1890s, he introduced Falstaff beer.
That sounds familiar.
I bet it does because another company still brews it today.
Okay.
Another little fun fact is that the Limp Brewing Company was the first brewer to establish coast to coast distribution of its beer.
Man. Alright. These guys are rock stars.
They're getting it. They're getting it. I mean, we've got these people from Germany, and they're not from what I was finding, they weren't the only, like, German people who came over here and started doing stuff like this. So,
Yeah.
they are knocking it out of the park, though. Now, remember, William Lemp had 9 children with his wife, Julia. And in 1897, one of his daughters, Hilda, married Gustav Pabst, which is part of the Milwaukee Brewing Company.
I know that one. Okay.
William would also go on to help Pabst and is it Anheuser? Anheuser?
Anheuser?
Yeah,
Anheuser. Yeah.
Anheuser and Busch get started.
Right on.
I saw somewhere that apparently after the owner of Pabst died, William and him were, like, great friends, and he actually left instructions for William to help his company and everything.
Hmm.
So, yeah, very interesting. All these people are helping each other. It's great. We love
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Everything was going great. They're successful, they're making money, they got it in the bag. And then they didn't. In 1901, William's, quote, "favorite son, Frederick," who was actually the heir, died under mysterious circumstances.
Mm.
I don't
What
know
happened?
I don't know why they labeled it as mysterious circumstances. Everywhere else that I saw said heart attack.
Okay.
So, I'm
Was
gonna
it
go with
because
the
he was so young that they were like, heart attack, huh?"
probably. I think I
Okay.
saw other places where he wasn't the healthiest person anyways, so yes. So, Frederick dies, and 3 years later, William Lemp actually follows him because he shoots himself in the head in one of the bedrooms at the family mansion.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, just so we don't do we know what happened? Did he leave a note or
Everything that I read, it seemed like he kind of went downhill after Frederick died.
Oh,
He
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, all around mentally,
Grief's a
physically.
monster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, really
Yeah.
bad. His wife, Julia, also died 2 years following of cancer in the same bedroom where William took his own life.
Okay. Could you just even imagine continuing to live in the house where something like that happened?
No, and it gets worse.
When it's your family. I mean, I don't would I move into that mansion right now? Yes, I would. But my
Well, yeah,
husband
but
didn't
it's
kill
not.
himself
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
exactly, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So William is dead, Julia is dead, Frederick is dead. So we've got 3 of the family members at this point are gone.
I
We've
mean,
got
like stair
8
steps
children.
too. Like boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. And we've
Oh.
got 8 children left.
Oh.
Yes. William Jacob Billy Lemp Jr., so I'm gonna call him Billy just for the sake of confusion. Billy succeeded his father, and he does not seem like he was a great man.
Oh.
Yeah. So him and his wife Lillian, who everybody called Lavender Lady because she always wore lavender, began spending the inheritance that they received.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Billy took over the business. They had their son, William Limp III, on September 26th, 1900. Billy would actually send Lillian off to go on shopping sprees. He would, like, give her, I think I read, like, $1,000, and he told her that if she didn't spend it all, that she wouldn't get any more. Yeah. So he would send her off. So while she's out shopping for the day, he's working and then throwing incredibly lavish parties overnight, even hiring prostitutes and such. Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was holding them all in the cave system under the mansion. So it was kinda like yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Little Billy, I don't know, honey. I think you could have benefited from being with your parents a little longer.
Yeah. Now, allegedly, and I wanna be very, very light about this, allegedly, Billy sired a son with a woman other than his wife. Allegedly. There is no official documentation of this. There was also an alternative that I heard to this legend that it was Julia's son. So, don't 100% know, but reportedly, a historian who interviewed a former nanny and chauffeur verified that the boy existed and was, again, allegedly, housed in the attic and was born with Down syndrome or some some kind of deformity.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this one time because I think it's super disrespectful and I hate saying this. Today he's known as the monkey face boy.
Yeah. I mean, that was really common back then to do shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's still how some people refer to him. I'm not gonna refer to him like that. I'm actually gonna call him Zeke, and that's what I'm gonna stick with because that was from what I heard. Maybe if this was Julia's son, his name was Zeke. And again, none of this is documented. This is all in theory, all alleged. Okay. In 1908, Billy and his wife filed for divorce, and this divorce was incredibly messy. Incredibly messy.
Well,
It
it sounds
was
like their life has been incredibly messy, so this is not shocking.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there was alleged reports of abuse, and she, I guess, almost lost their son, William III, um, due to smoking a cigarette.
Just one?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, it was, like, really, really messy. Now, they did get divorced. The fortunes continued to decline. He remodeled the Lemp Mansion in 1911. He converted some of the rooms to offices for the brewery, and the company equipment was on the decline. He wasn't doing anything to make it any better. What he did do, though, was build a country home on one of the rivers and ended up spending more and more time there. Eventually, he remarried to Ellie Limburg, and she was the widowed daughter of the St. Louis brewer Caspar Kohler. So Ellie is that other woman that I sent you. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, we'll touch on her later." Now we get into Prohibition, which closed the plant permanently. In 1920, Billy's sister, Elsa, who just so happened to be the wealthiest heiress in St. Louis, committed suicide. Yeah.
Wow. What is
Yeah.
happening?
Apparently, she had a really rocky marriage. I saw that they had gotten divorced and gotten remarried, which I wanna touch on at the end of all of this. In 1922, Limp Brewery sold at an auction for $588,000. It was previously valued at $7,000,000 and covered
Jesus.
10 city blocks.
What the what?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
The the Falstaff logo was sold off to brewer Joseph Grizadek for $25,000. Eventually, Joseph renamed his company, the Grizadek Beverage Company, to what might sound familiar to you, the Falstaff Brewing Corporation, making it a national brand.
Yeah, I mean, that name sounds vaguely familiar, but I
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you anything about it at all.
Yeah. It was immediately familiar to me, but I didn't know all of this history. It's
Yeah,
very, very
no clue.
interesting to me that all of these brewers, literally in the beginning, are, like, so intertwined.
Yes, yeah.
It's amazing. Now their assets were liquidated? They were liquidated. Their assets were liquidated, but they did have an attachment to the family mansion. In December of 1922, Billy shot himself in the home,
That same place?
the same place.
Oh god.
This is what officially ended the family business. His brothers left the business years and years ago. So, Billy shooting himself was really the end for the Limps brewery stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I saw somewhere where William Limp III had actually tried to get back into brewing, but he wasn't successful because he actually died of a heart attack in 1943 at the age of 42.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Now, Billy's brother Charles continued living at the house because let's just keep this going. Continued living at the house. He remodeled it. It was reported that he lived there with 2 servants, his dog, and if, you know, the legend is true, also the illegitimate child of Billy, who at this time would have been, I guess, somewhere in his 30s. Also apparently yeah,
Is he still living in the attic?
I don't
Like,
know.
what's going on?
I don't know, and that's the hard thing with it being a legend is
Yeah,
I don't
there's no place
know.
to track it. Okay.
I know. Apparently, again, allegedly, he also died at the mansion and was buried on the family plot with a flat marker with only the name Lemp on it.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I don't even know if that marker exists. Again, that part of the story is alleged.
Sounds like we need to go to St. Louis. That's what it sounds like.
I actually, the more and more research I did on this place, I really wanna go. Like, I
Okay.
really, really wanna go. This
All
is
right.
on the list. So, like I said, Charles is living there with the servants and his dog. Fun fact, you might actually like this. Do you know a man by the name of Vincent Price? He was a horror actor.
Do I know him? Um, I'm gonna get him tattooed on me somewhere. So yeah, yes, I love
Well,
him so much.
Charles Lemp was really close friends with him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And for
okay.
anybody who doesn't know who Vincent Price is, you might recognize him because he was the creepy voice from Michael Jackson's song Thriller.
I hate that that is his biggest claim to fame.
But you know what? That was the immediate because I was like, "I don't know who this guy is," and then I saw where, like, an article said that, I was like, "Oh, I know who that guy is."
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes. So, it was just a little fun fact I thought was hilarious. I figured you might know who that was.
Oh my god, yeah. I love him so much. Oh, well, good.
Yes. Now, Charles was reclusive. He just was in life, but he grew to be a very odd figure. I saw he really started, like, becoming OCD with a lot of things and just very, very mentally unwell, to be honest. Not
Mm.
that OCD is mentally unwell, but I'm saying he became very
Yeah,
mentally
he was doing
unwell.
it, yeah.
Yes. Um, much like his brother did, much like his father did. And he also died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound on the 2nd floor after he shot his dog in the basement of the mansion in 1949.
Jesus fucking Christ. What are you saying to me right now? So all 3 of them.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's staggering. That is
It's a lot.
staggering.
It's a
Wow.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah. I also saw somewhere, and I really hope this isn't true because this is very, very morbid, but apparently his dog was found halfway up the stairs, and Charles's body was discovered by a servant.
Okay. Just a little sidebar. If you don't wanna euthanize your pet and you think that you can shoot them and kill them with the first shot, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You
Yeah.
cannot. It doesn't work. It's cruel and unusual.
Yeah.
It's not. You have to be stone cold to be
Yeah.
able to do it, and if the reason that
Mhm.
you're not euthanizing is because you're too weak to sit with them, guess what? You're too weak to look them in the face and shoot them. Don't do
Yeah.
it. Don't think about doing it. I discourage it 110%. Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I'm gonna say. I know that didn't have anything to do with the story, but it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I read that and I immediately felt ill. Alright, so Charles is now also dead. So we've got a whole Lemp family that's dead. Edwin, who is one of the Lemp brothers, one of the 9, lived an incredibly peaceful, secluded life. He did not move into the mansion. He actually sold it off. Edwin died at the age of 90 of natural causes, but his last wishes were actually carried out by his butler, who burned all of the paintings the Lemps had collected, along with the Lemp family documents and artifacts. The family's
What?
final resting place is in the Bellefontaine Cemetery.
Why? Why would he do that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Wow. That's
I th
insane.
Yeah. I threw out a lot of names. Did that make sense? Did all of that make sense for you?
Well,
Because when
I
I
can
tell you, I read through this several times, so I know it's
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah. I started to make a little bubble sheet, like, when you well, as you were
Yeah.
talking, and I was like, "Oh, no, hold on a second, because now I'm not calling him William anymore, now I'm calling him Tiny Hands, because that helps me tell the difference between
No,
him
that
and"
was Johann.
Anyway, I started to, and I was like,
Yeah,
"Nope, there's too many people, I can't do
yeah.
it."
So, just to go back over this in a general aspect, Johann really started the business. He died the millionaire. He started this, was very incredibly successful. William Lemp, the original William Lemp, so William Lemp Sr., took over the business. Him and his wife had 9 children. One of his children, his quote, favorite child, died.
The eldest, right?
The
Because
el
they
yeah,
said he was the, heir
the he
apparent
was
or
just
whatever.
I don't think he was the eldest, I think he was just the heir. I
Well
don't know how that would have worked back then because usually it's the eldest, but everything else that I saw, it looked like as far as the men in the family of those 9 go, William Jr. would have been the oldest.
well, maybe Zeke was the oldest, and that's why.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
Like The
why
Godfather,
that's
like Fredo, when he got that
yeah,
fever and then, was kinda special after that.
yeah, I mean, and it is one of the theories is that it's Julia's son. So, I don't know,
Yeah.
but Frederick was going to be the heir. He died. So, his father, William Sr., killed himself. William Jr. took over the company. Not really a great guy. Um,
He's having hoe
he
parties. He was having trap parties in a
yeah,
cave underneath the
yeah,
underneath the what is it called where you make beer?
a brewery?
Brewery. He's having trap parties under the brewery.
Yeah, literally. Um, so then William Jr.'s sister, Elsa, dies. She kills herself. And then we've got William Jr. who kills himself. And then we've got William Jr.'s brother, Charles, who kills himself. Yeah, it's a lot.
The sister that committed suicide, is that the one with the roughly blouse on?
Let me see.
Um,
I think hers says her name in her yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yep, okay, Elsa,
Yes,
got
so
it.
that
I
is
see it.
Elsa. That is Elsa. So
Okay,
that's just a quick run through of everybody who's died.
okay.
I think I hit everybody except for William III who died of a heart attack, so and Edwin died
Wow.
of natural causes at 90.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot for one family.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Alright. Hopefully that made it a little easier, me just going back through who
Yep,
owned at what point. So,
yep.
some things that I do wanna mention before I get into the mansion's history, which is why I told you not to scroll yet. So after this, you can actually scroll. Frederick Lemp, who was William Sr.'s favorite son, died on Friday the 13th. William Lemp Sr. died on February 13th. William Lemp Jr. was born on August the 13th. After being divorced for 13 months, Thomas and Elsa Lemp Wright remarried, and on the 13th day of their second marriage, Elsa died at 13 Hortense Place. Oh, and all of the Lemp men who committed suicide did so at the family mansion on DeMille Place, which is formerly known as 13th Street.
Wow. Okay. I see you, 13. I see you. Alright.
Really weird. I actually went through and confirmed all of that too, because it came up as the picture that I sent you, and I was like, "There's no way this is accurate." Yeah, uh-huh, it is.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Hmm.
As far as the mansion's history itself, it was built in the 1860s and again was purchased by William J. Lemp as a residence and auxiliary brewery office. It is a 33-room house. It has a parlor, 3 massive vaults, bedrooms on the 2nd floor. Oh, excuse me. Servants' quarters on the 3rd floor. It doesn't have a traditional ballroom, but has an auditorium, a ballroom, and a pool in the natural underground caves that are reached via the tunnels. Oh, and by the way, there was a tunnel that led from the house to the brewery. They had
Eh,
wine and beer cellars in the basement, and the kitchen today or sorry, the kitchen then is now the Lemp Mansion restaurant.
Gotcha. Okay.
Mhm.
Alright. Yeah, that's actually real smart to put a tunnel under there like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw somewhere that the grand staircase was actually removed for an open air lift. There's, the decorative iron gates in the basement restaurant are all that remain of that.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
After the death of Charles, the mansion was sold and made it into a boarding house. It eventually became super dilapidated, and a man named Dick Pointer and his family purchased it in 1975. The Pointer family is who still owns it to this day.
I'm just saying, can we have a moment of peace for the man who had to live his life as Dick Pointer? Okay, that's all I wanna say.
The Pointers renovated the home and turned it into a restaurant and inn, which is what it still stands as today.
Nice. Very nice.
Yes. Any comments, questions, concerns up to this point?
No, I would oh, is there a book I can read? I would love to try to
There's
figure
gotta
out
be.
from a distance, obviously, what was the thread that ran through there that caused all of this?
It's a lot. It's so much. It's a lot.
Also, I'm not over this girl's face in this painting. Why is it a different color than the rest of her body?
Wait, which one?
The second picture that you sent me.
Luis?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Is that who she is? Hold on. Let me double check. Yes, Louise. Her face is a different color than the rest of her body.
Well, it's probably just how they painted her.
Why? That was
I
just
don't know.
mean. And then she was like, "Yes, that's beautiful. Thank you." No.
I actually don't know because I know that Edwin had all their stuff burned, so I don't know how accurate these paintings are or what
Oh,
period they
that's
come from
true.
either.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
I mean I guess they could have been hanging in the brewery or a bar or something. I
they
don't know.
could've, that's true. That's very
Okay.
true.
Huh.
Alright, are you ready for the hauntings?
Yeah, bring it.
Great, because 'cause they've got a lot going on. The hauntings originally began while the home was a boarding house. It started as ghostly knocks and phantom footsteps that could be heard throughout the house. As far as stuff that they still experience to this day, it is apparitions, mists, and shadows, strange sounds, vanishing tools, the feeling of being watched and the feeling of discomfort, disembodied voices, being touched, glasses lifting off the bar and flying through the air, doors locking and unlocking themselves, lights turning on and off, a piano playing. I saw somewhere where somebody heard horses at one point, and eventually it was confirmed that they did have an area where horses were tied off and stuff. Charles is reportedly the most prominent spirit throughout the house, and his dog is often seen with him. They have the lavender suite, which was where Lillian Lemp used to stay because she was the lavender lady.
Mhm.
People who have stayed in that room report pressure on their legs and seeing the imprints on the bed. Gunshots have been heard, ballroom music has been heard. A man with a foul odor has been known to get visitors out of a room. I'll circle back to that. The stairway, attic, and the quote, gates of hell in the basement are reportedly the most active. Remember, the basement was the entrance to the caves running below the mansion and brewery, so there was a lot going
Right.
on down there.
Mhm.
In the attic, it's reportedly haunted by Zeke. His face has been seen from the street, peeking from the small windows. There's also been investigators who have left toys, and the toys will move. Women have reported a man peeking over the stall in the downstairs women's bathroom.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah. It's believed that this was William Jr. since he was such a player and womanizer.
Perv. Yeah.
Yeah. In William Limp Sr.'s room, people have heard somebody actually, the owner has heard somebody run up the stairs and kick at the door. This allegedly correlates with William's death because, again, allegedly, I wasn't there, so I can't confirm this, but William Jr. ran up the stairs, finding his father's door locked, and kicked the door in to get to him.
Mm, I hate that.
Yeah. I had the joys of watching the Ghost Hunters episode where they went to Lemp Mansion,
I'm always
and
ready to watch a Ghost Hunters episode. Yeah.
yes! So, I watched it, it was actually a really good episode, I put in here, "Go watch Ghost Hunters episode on this," with a smiley face. They experienced this foul odor. They also had a moment. They had a lot, but they also had a moment where Grant heard 2 words that were, like, being whispered to him, and we find out that Jason was asking the spirit to tell Grant the words.
What?
Yeah, yeah. The best part is that the words that Grant heard wasn't captured on the audio recorder. So he heard them, but it wasn't actually captured.
Got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh, that's really cool.
Yeah. So that is everything that I have for the Limp Mansion. It's a lot. I know I
It
keep saying that, but it is. I
Yeah.
mean, that is a long and dark history.
It is so dark. It seems that I should have heard this before, but yeah, wow.
I
That
thought it
poor
was
family, they'd been through it.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was very interesting, and I don't know what happened with some of their other children because I know there were 9 of them, but it was interesting for me to take a look into the brewing industry because I didn't know anything about it. So learning about where it kind of originated here was
Mhm.
super interesting.
Yeah, that is really interesting. I wonder if Uber knows any of that.
That's exactly why I was like, I feel like Uber would love this episode.
You did say that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know, I found it incredibly interesting. I I feel like, and this is just my opinion on this, William Jr. really is probably the reason why it tanked. I mean, I know there was a lot going on with prohibition and stuff. There were other businesses that stayed in business though, and, from everything I saw, it seemed like he really didn't keep things up to date the way that he should have
Mm-mm.
anyways.
No.
So, I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, he was just sitting in there like tits on a bullfrog. Having parties and
Yeah.
buying hoes and letting his wife just go, "Yeah, okay, go spend it
Yeah.
all or you don't get any more." Like,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah.
Basically, their bank account was just a sieve.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I would have been very interested to see how one of the other siblings would have done running it, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
it
is this
sounds like they
something
ran for the hills, though. It sounds like they didn't want no part of nothing over there.
well, it just makes me wonder, is this something that was just gonna happen regardless? Or, you know, does William Jr. take ownership in some of its downfall?
You mean like it was already starting to slip when he got it? Is that what do you mean?
No, just, like, naturally, like, with prohibition and stuff,
Yeah, that's true.
was it just gonna happen regardless?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah, I feel like if you weren't willing to be shady, I don't think prohibition like anything was gonna survive prohibition
Oh,
unless
yeah.
you were willing to be shady.
I guess that's what's weird to me is because and I could be wrong, but William Jr. gives me shady vibes.
Oh, how so? Just because he tried to bankrupt the company and, had wild parties and yeah, just
Like,
yeah, I get it.
but he also gives me I just took something over, I'm not putting in the hard work that my parents and my grandparents put into it.
Certainly not. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I mean,
that was a good story. Thank you.
yeah.
You
I
worked
hope it made
hard, I can
sense.
tell. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like when I'm reading my stuff, I'm very bullet pointed, and
Yeah.
I'm, like, trying to make it flow, and I'm like, "Is this making sense?" That's why I'm always like, "Is this making sense? Was that,
Yeah.
like"
Yeah. No, you definitely were, and it was lovely.
Okay, good.
If you've ever been to the Lemp Mansion, we wanna hear about it. And did anything
Yeah.
happen and where can they reach us at?
They can reach us at thechamberofshadows@gmail.com or on TikTok or Instagram at The Chamber of Shadows.
And not just the Lemp Mansion or anything that we've done so far. You can suggest topics.
Yeah. I mean, this was
You
a
can
suggestion, so I do
yeah.
take them. We do take them. We do take suggestions.
Yes. Yeah. And all we can say is no, we can't eat you. So you might as
I
well
mean, yeah.
suggest it.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe we might bring you on with us and you can answer some questions.
I'm still hoping to hear back on somebody from for the Limp Mansion.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We
Yeah.
love interviews. We love learning new information. And if I got anything incorrect, correct me.
Yeah.
It's okay. I
Yeah.
mean, I yeah, I'm not perfect. So,
Well, I think it was lovely, and, thanks for coming and listening. Thanks for hanging
yes.
out with us for a little while, and, please like, share, and subscribe.
And on that note, peace, adios, sayonara, see you later, and see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.